Tesla's financial well-being relies on both its unique circumstances and the overall economy because it's such a huge company. Unfortunately, the recent devastating collapse of the Silicon Valley Bank has caused concerns of a wider banking crisis, resulting in a rare credit downgrade for Tesla shares. This means it may be harder for Tesla to borrow money in the future. SVB dropped a bombshell on March 10, revealing that it was going to take a $1.8 billion hit from the selling of investments to raise cash. They also said they plan to get $2.25 billion by selling stocks, but that didn't go as planned. The bank failed to raise the funds it needed, and so regulators stepped in and shut the whole operation down. So, stay tuned until the end of this video to discover how SVB's downfall affects Tesla, and rest assured that we've got all the juicy details you don't want to miss. First things first, this is what really happened. The US Federal Reserve is responsible for many financial decisions, and their recent actions have affected Tier 2 banks like SVB and the First Republic Bank. These banks are experiencing a loss of deposits because clients are looking for higher yields in US Treasuries and money market funds. Unfortunately, SVB made things worse by keeping a lot of long-term debt on their balance sheet without proper protection. And in a world where interest rates were on the rise, securities were taking a hit. SVB held a lot of these securities and had to face consequences of their value decreasing relative to their book value. This caused the bank to absorb more and more losses, which wasn't sustainable. Then, to make matters worse, there was a significant increase in deposit outflow, which put SVB in a tight spot. They tried to raise more capital, but it didn't work out, and regulators had to intervene. As a result, the bank had to shut down, which caused chaos not only for SVB customers, but also for companies like Tesla. On the lighter side, a staff member from Silicon Valley Bank tried to convince Elon Musk to purchase the bankrupt financial institution. A person who used to work at Silicon Valley Bank urged Elon Musk to purchase the financially ruined institution, despite a federal rescue and Musk's recent criticism for buying Twitter. Mona Mitra, who spent 11 years at SVB, took to LinkedIn and made a plea to Musk via a comical music video parody of Alanis Morissette's Ironic, shot inside a Tesla. It gained a lot of traction on February 12 when Mona shared her post on LinkedIn. In fact, it got thousands of views, hundreds of comments, and shares. A Silicon Valley Bank employee even commented and said, "Mona, oh my gosh, you nailed it." In a tweet, Musk said he's considering purchasing the failed bank. He also pointed out that its collapse is similar to the Wall Street crash of 1929. This tweet was made in playful tone, which contrasts with the seriousness of the Silicon Valley Bank's collapse. In addition, the bank's failure has caused a lot of discussions on how it should be handled. Meanwhile, at least one Tesla investor wasn't too thrilled with the idea. Min Liang Tan, the CEO of Razer, which sells gaming computers, tweeted that Twitter should buy SVB and become a digital bank instead. However, Elon Musk didn't reject the idea outright. He responded with a simple, "I'm open to the idea," on Twitter, leaving people wondering what he meant. Musk's idea was supported by a Twitter user who exclaimed, "Wow, what a chance!" However, Sanjay replied with a different perspective, saying, "I'll pass. Not interested in selling $20 billion worth of Tesla stock." Sanjay's Twitter bio says he's a bull and Elon fan who's into Tesla as both a customer and investor. Last year, Musk sold a bunch of Tesla stock to buy Twitter, which made the stock price go down. He sold a lot of shares, actually $8.5 billion in April, $6.9 billion in August, $3.95 billion in November, and $3.6 billion in December. All in all, he sold almost $23 billion worth of stock. Now, the Federal Reserve, the FDIC, and the US Treasury bailed out Silicon Valley Bank's customers, mostly startup businesses and venture capital. The statement assures that depositors can access their money starting Monday, March 13, and taxpayers won't suffer losses. However, some people criticized the move and compared it to bank bailouts during the Great Recession. And though some found it ironic, not all SVB employees believe a buyout by Musk would solve everything. According to SVB project manager Kelly Dean Crowley, Elon is not a hero, and despite the unsettling aftermath, some saw the parody as a way to honor the company's staff. SVB Deputy Chief BSA Officer Jenny Halloran expressed her admiration by saying, "I laughed, I cried, I sent it to all of my closest SVBers." Hey, we want to take a moment and thank you for sticking with us. If you're interested in learning what more Elon Musk has to say, then don't miss this next part. Furthermore, Elon Musk has drawn comparisons between the Silicon Valley Bank crisis and the infamous 1929 Wall Street crash. He believes that both events share similarities and can offer valuable lessons to learn from. In his opinion, understanding the root causes of these financial crises can help us prevent similar disasters from happening in the future. Now, in response to a Twitter thread by Cathie Wood, the CIO of ARK Invest and the CEO of Tesla remarked that there are several similarities between the current year and 1929. Though Musk didn't specify what similarities he sees, it's possible that he was hinting at Wood's previous tweet claiming that cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, had caused bank deposit levels to drop for the first time since the 1920s. You see, the Great Depression started after the Dow Jones Industrial Average crashed by 23% in just 2 days towards the end of October 1929. Most of Wall Street's big names have disagreed with Musk's warning about SVB's collapse causing a stock market rout like the financial crisis of 2008 or the Great Crash of 1929. Jefferies CEO Rich Handler said in a letter to clients that any problems are limited and unique. He explained that they don't pose a threat to the entire system and won't lead to continuous contagion. He emphasized the need to remain calm, acknowledge the seriousness of the problems, and deal with them proactively, aggressively, and intelligently. Meanwhile, experts have lowered their recommendation on Tesla shares to hold in their investment note. They think that the fallout for SVB's collapse will cause limited credit availability and take some time to resolve, which will create problems for Tesla. California is a crucial market for the electric vehicle giant, with the state accounting for 1/3 of EV sales in the US and 41% of Tesla's US sales. And in light of the SVB collapse, the experts predict that tech spending will slow down, leading to more significant layoffs. In addition, they remain optimistic about Tesla's cost reduction efforts, particularly with the boost from US EV tax credits, which bolsters the company's demand outlook. Tesla recently reduced the prices of its Model 3 and Model Y EVs by roughly 20% globally, which received a positive response. The company also lowered the base price of its Model S by 5.3% and that of Model X by 9.1% in the US. This led to a surge in deliveries, but it has come at the expense of profitability. Despite this, Tesla's aggressive price cuts have been effective in improving delivery schedules. So, do you think of SVB's effects on companies like Tesla? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments section below. And while you're at it, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons as well. Now, if you want to know more recent news on Tesla, then make sure to click and watch this video right here and enjoy. And that's the end of this video, guys. See you next time.